Hey there, welcome back. We just witnessed something that should stop every single American in their tracks. Donald Trump didn't just threaten to break the law this week. He promised in writing that he will refuse to leave office in January 2025 if he loses the election again. This is no longer speculation. This is no longer reading between the lines. This is Trump openly declaring that he will reject the results, reject Congress, reject the courts, and reject the Constitution. All of it, if the vote doesn't go his way. And he did it on his own platform in plain English, so there's zero room for spin. Let me read you the exact words he posted yesterday morning because you need to hear this directly from him. Quote, "If I don't win this election, it will have been stolen again, just like 2020, only worse. I will not accept the results. I will not concede. I will not go quietly. The military will be called if necessary to protect our country from the radical left communists who are destroying it. January 6th will look like a warm-up compared to what comes next if they try to remove me." He then added, "The Supreme Court already gave me immunity for official acts. Refusing to leave is now an official act. Try and stop me." That's not me paraphrasing. That is Donald Trump verbatim, November 2024. This is the first time in American history that a former president and current candidate has explicitly promised to refuse the peaceful transfer of power before a single vote has even been cast. And it's not just rhetoric this time. Behind the scenes, multiple sources inside his campaign tell reporters that Trump has already instructed his team to prepare legal filings on November 6th, the day after the election, claiming victory no matter what the count says. He has reportedly told close allies that any state that certifies for Kamala Harris will be declared illegitimate, and that he will direct the Department of Defense not to recognize a Harris transition. Yes, you heard that correctly. He is planning to order the United States military not to follow the lawful orders of a duly elected president. Let that sink in. This is the same man who just last week told supporters in Georgia, "If I lose, it can only be because they cheated worse than ever before. And if they cheat, we don't leave." Simple as that. The crowd cheered. Meanwhile, the same Republicans who swore up and down that January 6th was just a protest are now openly saying on television that they will not certify the election if Trump loses. Mike Johnson refuses to say he'll accept the results. Ted Cruz says it's too early to tell. Byron Donalds says it depends on the margin. Even Lindsey Graham, who once called Trump unfit after January 6th, now says, quote, "If President Trump declares victory and the media calls it for Harris, we have every right to fight it in the streets, if necessary." This is not normal. This is not politics as usual. This is the deliberate, coordinated destruction of the one thing that has always separated the United States from every failed state in history, the peaceful transfer of power. And make no mistake, they are telling you exactly what they're going to do. They are not hiding it anymore. They are counting on chaos. They are counting on the institutions being too slow, too scared, or too compromised to stop them. And the most terrifying part, a majority of Republican voters now say in polls that they will support Trump refusing to leave if he loses. Over 60% in the latest CBS YouGov survey. That's not a fringe. That's the new mainstream of one of America's two major political parties. So when Trump says he's going to stay in power no matter what, he's not bluffing, he's preparing. And the only question left is whether the rest of us are prepared to stop him legally, peacefully, and decisively when he tries. Because he just told us he's coming. November 5th is no longer just an election. It's the last exit ramp before the end of the American experiment as we've known it. Stay vigilant, stay loud, and for the love of this country, vote like democracy itself is on the line. Because it is. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.